Have you ever felt like life is just a series of random events? Some good, some bad, without any real reason behind them? We often get caught up in the moment, celebrating our wins and mourning our losses, forgetting that there might be a bigger picture, a grander design we can't yet see. Today, I want to share a story that might change the way you look at the ups and downs of your own life. It's a story about patience, faith, and the hidden wisdom in everything that happens. Let me tell you about a man named Mr. Adam. He was a simple, humble man who lived a quiet life in a small village. He didn't have much, but he was always content. You'd never hear him complain, not even when things got tough. Mr. Adam had a very special bond with his horse, Max. Max wasn't just any horse. He was strong, beautiful, and incredibly valuable. One day, a wealthy merchant came to the village and saw Max. He was so impressed that he offered Mr. Adam a huge sum of money for him, enough to make him one of the richest men in the village. But Mr. Adam just smiled and politely refused. "Max is part of my family," he said. "He is not for sale." The villagers couldn't believe it. They whispered amongst themselves, calling him foolish for turning down such a life-changing opportunity. They thought he was crazy for passing up so much wealth for a simple animal. Not long after, something terrible happened. One morning, Mr. Adam went to the stable, and Max was gone. The gate was open, and the horse had vanished. The news spread like wildfire through the village. The same people who had called him foolish for not selling Max now came to him with looks of pity and mockery. "See," they said, "you were a fool. You could have been rich, and now you have nothing. What a disaster." But Mr. Adam remained calm. He looked at his concerned neighbors and simply said, "Who can say if this is good or bad? In everything there is a mix of both. Only time will tell." The villagers just shook their heads, convinced the old man had truly lost his mind. A few weeks passed. Then one evening, as the sun was setting, the villagers heard the sound of thundering hooves. They looked up and saw a remarkable sight. It was Max, galloping towards the village. And he wasn't alone. Following close behind him were 5 beautiful, strong, wild horses. Max had not run away. He had simply led a new herd back home. Suddenly, Mr. Adam wasn't the village fool anymore. The villagers rushed to his house. Their tones completely changed. "Mr. Adam, you are the luckiest man alive," they exclaimed. "What seemed like a disaster turned into a great fortune. You lost 1 horse and gained 6. This is a blessing." Mr. Adam, tending to the new horses, just smiled his gentle smile. He replied with the same words as before. "Who can say if this is good or bad? Let's just be grateful for what we have today." Mr. Adam had a son named Daniel, a strong and capable young man. Daniel was excited by the arrival of the new horses and was determined to train them. It was a difficult and dangerous task. One day, while trying to tame the most spirited of the wild horses, he was thrown to the ground. The fall was bad, and Daniel's leg was broken. The doctor said it would take months to heal, and he might always walk with a limp. The village gossip started up again. The same people who had just praised Mr. Adam's luck now came to him with sad faces. "Oh, what terrible luck," they lamented. "These horses that seemed like a blessing have brought disaster to your family. Your only son is injured. It would have been better if they had never come at all." Mr. Adam, sitting by his son's bedside, looked at them with unwavering peace in his eyes. He said, "Good or bad cannot be judged in a moment. Time will tell all. We must be patient." Just a month later, a shadow fell over the country. War broke out. Soldiers arrived in the village with orders from the king. Every able-bodied young man was to be conscripted into the army and sent to the front lines. Families were torn apart. Mothers and fathers wept as they said goodbye to their sons, knowing they might never see them again. The soldiers went from house to house, and every young man was taken. When they arrived at Mr. Adam's house, they saw Daniel lying in bed with his leg in a cast. They looked at his injury, shook their heads, and moved on. Daniel was the only young man in the entire village who was spared from the war. The villagers were stunned. They came to Mr. Adam's house once more, this time with tears of awe in their eyes. "Mr. Adam, you were right all along," they said. "Your wisdom is beyond ours. What we saw as a curse, Daniel's broken leg, was actually a blessing in disguise. It saved his life. Your luck is truly unbelievable. This time, Mr. Adams sat down with his son Daniel and the villagers who had gathered around. He explained it is not about luck. It is about understanding that we see only a tiny piece of the puzzle. When Max disappeared, you called it a disaster. But that led to him bringing back 5 more horses, which you called a great fortune. When Daniel broke his leg, you called it a tragedy. But that injury saved him from the war, which you now see as a miracle. He continued, the lesson is this: do not rush to label things as good or bad. Life is a flow, a journey with many twists and turns. The event that seems to crush you today might be the very thing that saves you tomorrow. And the success that makes you proud today might lead to a challenge you're not prepared for. The Creator has a plan for each of us, a plan that is far wiser and more intricate than we can possibly imagine. So, what can we take away from Mr. Adams' story? The next time something wonderful happens in your life, be grateful, but don't let it make you arrogant. Enjoy the moment, but remember that seasons change, and when something painful or difficult happens, when you feel lost or heartbroken, don't despair. Don't let it crush your spirit. Remind yourself that this, too, is a part of the journey. This challenge might be a lesson in disguise, a redirection, or a protection from something you cannot see. Be patient. Be grateful for everything, the good and the seemingly bad. Trust that everything happens for a reason, woven into the beautiful and complex tapestry of the Creator's plan. Over time, you will look back and see how all the pieces, even the ones that hurt, fit together perfectly to create the person you are meant to become. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that inspire and uplift. Until next time, stay patient, stay faithful, and trust the journey.